it seems that the problems that are being chucked in Truss's basket are problems that people like Macron and others are experiencing as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the problem for Truss isn't actually the problems, because these are worldwide problems. I mean, I've been doing a lot with the US as well. You know, as you know, I was in Washington recently, and they've got exactly the same problems there as well. They've got rampant inflation and all the rest of it. The problem for Truss was the political optics of how she went around dealing with it and causing a crash in the pound and just to exacerbate things and all the rest of it. And looking as though, I think it was slightly unfair, but looking as though she was favouring the rich instead of, you know, normal people.
Plus, David, you and I said over and over again here, I mean, Truss and Sunak at one another's throats for week after week after week, criticising their own party and their previous leader. I mean, no wonder I see a poll where consumer confidence in the UK fell in September to its weakest level since data was tracked in 1974. None of that leadership ballot contest stuff would inspire consumer confidence, would it?
No. In fact, they did a very good job of, for two people who'd been intimately involved in it, of trashing the last 12 years of Conservative government. I mean, if you listen to them, in fact, Labour still are playing a video of all their comments about the various things from the last 12 years.
And now you've got a poll. I read one of your polls that for the first time since 2008, which was the banking crash, Labour is more trusted to manage the economy than the Conservatives. And then the same poll revealed 56% of respondents demanded the Conservative Party go to the country and call an election. And you quote one MP saying, if Labor is seen as more economically competent than us, then it's curtains. That's our trump card.
It is. And this is the thing. The Conservative Party's one thing, that, you know, they're never the most liked party. They never inspire love. But the one thing you should be able to rely on is that they'll look after your money properly. They won't do something stupid with the economy, and they'll try and keep taxes down, you know, reasonably. But, you know, when they lose economic competence, and there's some historic precedents of this. 1992, John Major's government, he was Conservative Prime Minister, one of the worst, actually, managed to crash the pound. He held on for 5 years by the skin of his teeth, but he never recovered after that. And he lost, even though the economy was in good shape 5 years later, nobody trusted them anymore on the economy, and Tony Blair became the Labour Prime Minister.
But why on earth, why would 26% of the big number of Conservative voters want an immediate general election instead of fighting your way out of trouble? I mean, Labor leading the Tories by, I don't know, anywhere between 22 and 33%. And on the polling figures you have, Starmer would have a majority, if an election were called now, of 322 seats, and the Conservatives would only win 73. I mean, how dumb would it be going to the polls now?
No, it'd be lunacy. I mean, there's no way that Liz Truss is going to the polls. There's no way the Conservatives are going to the polls, because they would be putting themselves out of jobs. And probably putting themselves out of jobs for a generation if they hit that sort of low in the figures.
Well, so Parliament returned this week. Did the Conservatives make any progress?
Not a lot, no. In fact, today's a big day. We've got Prime Minister's questions today. Apparently, Liz Truss has now ordered a review of her mini budget, which shows that she's losing confidence in it. And we'll see. I mean, you know very well, PMQs, Prime Minister's Questions, is a big kind of set piece event. How she handles it, she's going to be attacked on both sides. How she handles it, frankly, is going to be tell us an awful lot about how she goes forward.